see here. God, that's one thing about this video stuff that makes me nervous. I mean, I know you get to look at me, which is what everybody's really looking for, but look how gray I'm getting on the sides. I get the whole Reed Richards thing going. It's like all on the... Anyway, this week we're going to watch... I'm doing Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, which... Well, it was a horrible week. You have Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, you have movie 43, and then you have... What's the other one? Parker. So we're doing movie 43 for the show, the regular podcast, and then I caught up with Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters for this. So first, here's a trailer. Take a look.
Most people say witches aren't real. It's stuff of fairy tales. Then one day they show up at your door and eat your kids. That's where we come in.
My name is Gretel, and this is my brother Hansel.
We kill witches. What do? You drop something.
How do you best kill a witch?
Start with this. Morning, sunshine. Cutting off her head is also quite nice.
I hate that one.
In the last 2 weeks, we had 5 more children taken from us.
Children being taken in these numbers, witch does not come out in the open like that. Unless she has to.
The witch, she killed them, all of them. She gave me a message.
That was awesome.
Where are the children?
There's a place deep in the forest. There'll be many witches. They'll be too powerful.
Gretel, I see you got my invitation.
I don't think we're hunting witches. I think they're hunting us. I have my sister. When you see my signal, you unleash hell.
Wait, what's the signal?
Oh, it'll be me. Blowing one of these bitches' heads off. Some people will say that not all witches are evil, as new. That their powers could be used for good. I say burn them all.
She looks angry.
Yeah, face like that, I'd be angry too. You shut up.
So, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. It's not. I'll just be honest with you. It's not as bad. It's not good, but it's not as bad. Yeah, I think the action and fight scenes are relatively well done. I'm not really even going to address the anachronisms in the film. Some of the weaponry they have just doesn't make sense. But the big issue with the film is that there are no real stakes in this movie whatsoever. The characters are flat. It's very paint by numbers, which really was kind of frustrating for me because I think it had potential. It did. Conceptually, I love the idea of updating the old grim fairy tales with something a little more up modern, but also this is also exceedingly violent. Very gory at times, and they go for some humor, which I guess is part of the Will Ferrell, Adam McKay part. They actually produced this film, but the humor's flat. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's as mindless winter January entertainment, considering the other 3 films that were out this week. I think, without actually having seen Parker yet, though, having seen movie 43, and we'll talk more about that this week, this is better than that. But it's just doesn't really work. It tries to be clever with the violence and the gore, and then I feel like it adds some F-bombs so we can get that R rating. Renner, at moments, is fine. He almost seems to be sleepwalking through this. Arterton is okay, which doesn't really bring much to the film. They're really just... I mean, it's January. This stuff is this when this stuff comes out. And that's what this is. It's, yeah, I would say rent it. I think it was enjoyable enough to rent. There's no reason to run out and see it in the theater. The 3D port, I actually saw it IMAX 3D to further bring myself pain. And the 3D stuff wasn't really that interesting. I've noticed recently with the 3D stuff, it almost seems like the opening credits seem to be the coolest 3D part out of all of it. But yeah, that's it. So if I had to give it a grade, man, I don't even know what I would give it. Probably like a C+ at best. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. Shoot us an email at thefirstrun@gmail.com if you've seen Witch Hunters, or if you just want to comment on my visage early in the morning, if you think this is, something you'd want to entertain. Anyway, that's it. And listen to the podcast at thefirstrun.com, where you can look us up on iTunes. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Do a search for The First Run. I don't know why I just did that. And you can like and follow us. And we'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks a lot.